Great. Well, I've got another question for you right now. And I think it's probably a question you've never, ever, ever been asked before. Okay, so listen up. Do you know how to catch a monkey? I'll say it again because it's a strange question. Do you know how to catch a monkey? Well, this is how hunters catch monkeys. I'm going to show you now. They get a coconut shell. So they empty the coconut. They would attach this coconut to a tree with a rope, and then they would drill a hole in the coconut. And the hole is just big enough for the monkey to fit his hand inside. Because you know what's inside? Some tasty fruit the monkey really, really wants to eat. Now, unfortunately, Tesco don't make coconuts big enough for me to get my hand inside. So I've got something else, right? Imagine this is a coconut, okay? It's attached to the tree, and this hole is a hole just big enough for the monkey to get his hand inside. I've got a kiwi fruit. We like kiwi fruits in this house. I think monkeys like kiwi fruits too. So the fruit is put inside the coconut shell. The monkey comes along, sees the kiwi fruit, puts his hand inside. It can fit inside. But you know what? The hole isn't big enough for the monkey to get hold of the kiwi and pull his hand out. See that? I can't pull the fruit out whilst I've got hold of it. If I let go, my hand comes out easily. And that is how hunters catch monkeys. The monkey comes along and wants the fruit so much that it will not let go of it. Even as the hunter walks towards it and it knows it's going to get captured, it wants the fruit so much that it just will not let go of it. You might think, silly monkey, just let go of the fruit and you can live. But the monkey cannot let go of the fruit. It wants it too much. Now, in our encounter with Jesus today, we meet a man who is very like this monkey. He loves something so much that he can't let go of it. He won't let go of it, even to follow Jesus, even to be friends with God forever. Like the monkey, it's a bit of a sad story, actually. So this man, he is a Jewish leader, so he's an important man. And we're told that he is a rich man, a very rich man. And he comes and he asks Jesus this really important question, okay? He says, "Good teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" He's asking Jesus, how can I be friends with God forever? How can I be friends with God forever? What a great question. I wonder if you ever asked that question. It's such an important question. How can I be part of God's family forever? Jesus knows exactly what the man's thinking. The man comes to Jesus thinking that he's quite a good person. He thinks that he's done enough to be friends with God, to be part of his family. So Jesus says to him, "You know the commandments. Don't steal, don't murder, don't lie, listen to your mum and dad." Now the man, he's delighted because he's rubbing his hands together thinking, all these things I've done. He says to Jesus, all these things I've done since I was a boy. So he thinks he's done enough. He thinks he's good enough to be friends with God. But then Jesus says, you still lack one thing. Sell everything that you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come, follow me. And we're told from Luke's gospel that when the man heard this, he became very sad because he was very wealthy. Why was the man sad? Because he would not give up his wealth. All of his money and the things that he had that made him so rich, he would not let go of them. He will not do the one thing that Jesus asks him to do, to love him the most, not his money and his things. Now, remember the monkey? The rich man is like the monkey who would not let go of the fruit to be free and to escape being captured. The man is like the monkey. I've got a little tub of money here. Imagine this is the man's wealth, his money. Jesus says, give it all away, give it up and love me most. But the man, he cannot let go of the wealth, the riches, all his money, all his things, even though he knows that letting go of it means that he can be friends with God forever. So the man shows that he doesn't love God most. He shows that even though he's done all these other good things, they don't mean anything because he's not doing them because he loves God. He's not doing them because he loves God the most. He's just doing them because he thinks that's what it takes to be part of God's family. Jesus wants the man to know that the only way to be friends with God is by following him, is by loving Jesus the most, more than anything else. Now, why would we love Jesus the most? Why would we love God the most? Because he sent Jesus to die for us. He sent him to take the punishment for sin that we deserve for turning away from God. And it's that means that we can't be friends with God. But Jesus came and he died and he rose again so that we can be friends with God. So Jesus asked this man's important question, maybe the most important question anybody can ever ask. How can I be friends with God? Jesus says, follow me. Love me the most, more than anything else that you have that's been given to you by God. Love me the most because I came for you, I loved you, and I died for you so you can be friends with God. It's a sad story that we read about this rich man because he loves something more than God. I wonder, do you love Jesus? Would you say that you love Jesus? Do you love him more than the things that you have? Do you love him more than the things than being liked by your friends? Do you love him more than anything? I really hope in all these encounters with Jesus that you've seen why and how we can love Jesus. Because he's come to seek and to save the lost. He's come for us. He's come to save us so that we can be friends with God forever.